My name is Matt Lang. I'm here with my wife Bonnie. For those that don't know, everybody in here, right? We're coming back, especially we're down in Cincinnati. Who are you? We're part of the former neighborhood that Kevin to which he referred, and I've gotten a little bit of information from some of Mike's folks in here today. So, April 8th, 1961. To get that right? Yeah. Did you know? And I'm trying to think of ways that would associate times in your life and chapters and how they work. And for the rest of you, we can talk about Mike. You know, he goes through grade school and then high school and then college and then he gets married, etc. But there's Mike is fairly specific about the things that he knows and their limits. Right? So I tried to make associations between chapters in your life and those chapters historically with tape. And it didn't work. I tried that really hard, that didn't work. And then I tried to think about ebbs and flows in the economy and finances and how that would work with Mike's life. That didn't work. Right, so there's a lot of tip in there. So I decided to look into the Green Bay Packers. And I've just listed the only three things that Mike really knows, which is finance, tape, and the Packers. And as I looked at this, I thought April 8th in 1961, that was the year the Green Bay Packers really officially became title town. So they won an NFL championship, the first one since 1944, if I'm correct, as they go through this. And you think about the early years of Mike VanBoxtel. You know, he's a kid. I grew up in Wisconsin, Mike grew up in Wisconsin. For those who don't know anything about Wisconsin, up in the Neenah Menasha area, it's very solid, Scandinavian, German, English, kind of working class. And it's terrific in the 60s for the Packers, right? They're doing great. It's this heyday of this back-to-back Super Bowls in 67 and 68. They win the only team still to win three back-to-back NFL championships. And so the first 6 or 7 years of Mike's life up till 69 were fantastic. And then for 25 years, Mike goes into this dip, just like the Packers. They're just, until he's about 30-some years old. He goes to high school, he's got his worm farm, he's working. He's not exactly, setting the world on fire. Well, the Packers, I would say that Mike's had maybe out of those 25 years, maybe 4 years above 500. Maybe. Until you fast forward, that was the Phil Bankston, the Dan Devine, and the Lindy Fonte and Bart Starr, and those years, those were a little rough. And some of the things about Mike in high school, trying dating girls, right? They were. Dwayne was telling me tonight about Mike's going home alone again. One of those things that was a high school issue, and so we had this era of the rough time for the Packers and the rough time with Mike. And then you fast forward to 1989. In 1989, Mike meets Lovey. Lovey. It's a fantastic time. They obviously have seen the pictures, and in 1991 they get married, and it coincides with the Brett Favre era. So Mike's life is turning around. I mean, he's got Lovey, he's got Brett Favre, and for what is nigh on 19 years and 300 consecutive games, and all that Lovey's delivering, it's a great life. He's got Super Bowls in 96 and 97, back to back. They're going, and here comes Rachel. I mean, their first child born in 1998. It's looking good. And then it kind of takes a dip, right? The economy dives, and Vance Tapis, he's working through this thing. And you continue on into the most recent time, which is when he turns 50. And for those who didn't follow last year's Super Bowl, the Green Bay Packers did win. Mike's turning 50. He's got all of you here with him, and not knowing exactly what the next chapter will bring, I would expect that this is a real important part of what he's doing. So we're here for you because of you, and we love you. So here's to Mike.